Before, I was going to keep it to myself, but actually, I think I'm a little bothered now. Because why is
All right, what's up, everybody? I am Goonicorn, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for coming back. It is 2021. It's a brand new year. Same old bullshit, apparently, because if y'all have not been watching the news, girl, the world is going crazy. 2020 said 2021. This is orientation, mama. This is your room. This is where you work. This is where you destroy things. Take January by storm. And here we are. But on to our regularly scheduled program, The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, this is episode, I want to say 4. Do not quote me on that. Atlanta has been... Listen, y'all, I'm sorry that I'm late, too. Atlanta is boring, y'all. Like, I can't even lie to you. Atlanta is boring right now. The girls, I feel like this is like the 4th or 5th episode, and all of the girls haven't even gotten together yet. Like, it's getting weird. It's getting weird, okay? But, I do think that, like, at first I wasn't even going to talk about this episode, but... after further thinking and processing, I think that there are some points that were made that I think that need to be addressed. So how do I want to go about this? Let's go. Okay. First of all, before I even begin, make sure you guys are pressing like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button because we cannot move until y'all niggas press subscribe. So go ahead and press subscribe. I'll wait. I look, you need to get my nails done while I'm sitting over here talking, child. This is not cute. Okay, anyway, y'all press subscribe. Cute, great. Like, share, comment, tell a friend. All right. So, let me commend Porsha for the rapid turnaround on the Underground Railroad Express, girl, because the way that she has gone from, and I feel like I've said this in a previous video before, but the way that Porsha has literally gone from thinking that it was 265 days in a year to now being on the front lines marching for Breonna Taylor and Black Lives Matter in general, like, it is just miraculous just to see her growth as a human being. Porsha has been married, divorced, she's had a baby, she's thinking about marriage again. She has really grown up before our eyes. And me, as somebody who is around her age, I'm not in my 30s yet, chat, but you know, somebody who is I'm like, my foot is firmly pressed into adulthood now. Like, I can no longer blame any of my faults on my childhood, child. Like, I everything is on me at this point. So I am firmly, my feet are firmly planted into adulthood. And I think that it is just refreshing to see Porsha's ascension into maturity, where I think that a lot of these women could have also taken that time back in their 30s, but they are 50 and still acting the way that they did. Anyway, that ain't none of our business. But yeah, so like, I just really want to take a little bit of time out just to commend Porsha for her work, and because she doesn't have to do it. She's using her platform responsibly. She's doing exactly what she is supposed to do. She is a Black woman with a platform. Sorry, y'all, I'm a little stuffy. I'm getting over a cold right now. I promise you it's not the COVID. It's not the COVID. But, yeah, so excuse all of the Mrs. Piggy syndrome right now. I'm just trying to see how much I can give Porsha before I really give it to Porsha. Okay. I think that's about it, you know. Thank you for using your platform responsibly, and no matter your motivations or what anybody feels about your motivations may be, I think that you doing it is doing just enough. Like, I do think that you using your platform is responsible. no matter what the cause, what the reason may be. Okay, Kenya. Okay, so Lauren is Porsha's sister. She wants to have a party for Kenya to celebrate all of Kenya. She wants to throw a party for Porsha to celebrate all of Porsha's activism work or whatever, and she wants to throw a party to celebrate Porsha's activism. She invites Cynthia, she invites Kandi, she invites Marlo, she invites the whole cast besides Kenya. Cynthia says, well, can I tag Kenya along as a +1? Lauren is a little hesitant, but she's like, you know what, girl, I trust you. So yeah, sure, bring her, I guess. Whatever, girl. Maybe. Ciao. So she's like, all right, cool. She'll be on her best behavior. She invites Kenya. Next day, Kenya getting all dolled up. She's getting her hair done. In the middle of her getting her makeup and hair done, she tells her that Cynthia calls Kenya and tells her that Lauren rescinded her invite and said that no, you cannot come. And Kenya is obviously furious. Now, I think that Kenya is entitled to be furious, and I think that everything that she was saying after being disinvited was actually how Kenya felt on the inside. That who has a party for activism, and you know, and I do believe that Kenya really feels that Porsha's motivations in her activism isn't genuine. I think that this is how Kenya feels. Here's the thing though, Kenya, you probably should not have been the one to say it because of your history with Porsha and you always seeming like a hater. Like, let's just for argument's sake say that you don't even feel like you've ever been a hater. You know that the rumor is that you just hate on anything that Porsha does. So you being the first one to come out of your mouth and say that her activism isn't genuine, like, you have to understand how a lot of the people how a lot of the audience will feel like, here go Kenya again, hating. And even when I heard it the first time, and I'm a fan of Kenya's, so like even the first time that I heard it, I was just like, oh God, Kenya, girl, no, not you, bitch, shut up. But I over the past couple of days, I had to like take a step back, and I had to think about it. Like, okay, when Porsha got to the party, it was a surprise party. Porsha knew nothing about it, and it's not Porsha's fault that her sister threw her a surprise activism party or whatever, which is so fucking ridiculous. Like, Lauren, girl, rather than you disinviting Kenya, girl, you should have never had that party in the first place. Like, that is the most self-serving, weird, and nonsense ass fucking idea ever. Why would you have a party? Why would you throw a party to celebrate somebody doing activism? You know who could use a party? Maybe Breonna Taylor's mother. Maybe she could use a party right now to lift her spirits because she has lost her child due to the police being fucking ignorant pigs. Maybe that's who deserves a party right now. But you throwing Porsha a party because she spent a couple of hours in jail when there are real activists out here who've been serving sentences and who are doing like. And I'm not saying that Porsha's work isn't real, and I'm not diminishing Porsha's work or invalidating anything that she has done, because she has spent time in jail. She has been out there on the front lines. She has been out there using her platform responsibly. However, y'all throwing her a party it demonstrates how ignorant y'all are. Because I just feel like if you had a brain at all, you would just realize how tasteless throwing a party like that looks on TV. Like, if you just connected the dots and just thought just even a little bit, I don't know. And I feel like even if y'all wanted to do something like off camera, mind you, this is in the middle of COVID. But who am I to judge, bitch? Because I know I've been doing things out here that I'm supposed to be doing. But anyway, y'all doing this party in the middle of COVID to celebrate activism. It just doesn't. It don't feel right, girl. It don't feel right. I'm just saying. And you just never thought, like, that thought never crossed your mind, like, as you're throwing up balloons, as you're picking out your outfit, as you're calling caterers, as you're blowing up pictures, as y'all getting hair, makeup, lashes done. Like, there are people in the ground dead. And nobody ever thought, like, did y'all not think this? I feel like a 7th grader could have come up with a better way to support their sister. You know what would have been a better way of y'all supporting Porsha was to be out there on the front lines with her, getting thrown into jail with her. But no, y'all throwing parties and shit. Like, y'all look stupid. Y'all look stupid. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not playing nice. Fuck that shit. Y'all look stupid. That's some childish ass, immature ass shit. And there is a point to be made. And who throws a fucking party to celebrate somebody's activism? Girl, this ain't no fucking Lifetime Achievement Award. Like, she just been activating for 5 minutes. Like, calm down. Anyway. So Porsha gets to the party. And to me, in my mind, I feel like Porsha had 2 choices to make. She had a choice to go along with the party because she know that the intentions were good. The intentions were good, and you know, it's a party. All my friends are already here. Everybody's already dressed. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I don't want to do that. But I think that the responsible thing to do, to not make light of activism and not make it seem like it's something that you need to be celebrated for, was to tell everybody to pack it up and go home. And I'm going to tell you how you could have done that in a peaceful way. Hey, y'all, pack this shit up and let's go. No. Like, kidding. Oh, Jesus Christ, y'all, this damn cold's getting on my nerves. But I think it would have been completely fine to say, you know what? I really do thank and appreciate everybody for taking time out of their busy schedules to come to my house and lift me up, to encourage me to keep going forward. But this party does not feel right to me because there is a mother that is going to sleep tonight without her child. There's a mother going to sleep. There are mothers across this country going to sleep tonight without their children. And after this party is over, and after this party is said and done, I get to wrap my baby in her blanket, kiss her on the forehead, and we both get to go to sleep. And I get to go to sleep sound peacefully, knowing that my daughter is in the next room. This party does not feel right to me because the work is not done. My work is not done. So as much as I do love y'all and I appreciate it and I feel the love, I feel the encouragement, I feel everything that y'all are trying to do, this does not feel right. So I have to break this up and I just want everybody to go home. I love y'all so much. And everybody there, everybody sitting there would have had to eat that shit up and think about it and go the fuck home. Kandi, take you and your motherfucking puff balls and go home. Like, the shit just feels performative at this point. Like, Kandi, you coming in a motherfucking cat suit and puff balls. Like, y'all gotta understand when it comes across as like a little performative, a little mockery, a little tasteless, like tacky. I don't know any other way to put it besides this party just feels tacky. So, in summation, did Kenya have a point? I think that Kenya does have a point. I don't think, I won't go so far as to say that Porsha's activism is insincere or disingenuous, but you just might, girl, this frog ass voice. Porsha, you might just want to be careful about coming across performative, because you are an entertainer. You are in the public eye, and a lot of things that you are doing just could be seen as performative activism. Your work on Twitter or even going to prison or jail for a couple of hours or whatever, like all of that shit could be seen as performative if you don't keep this shit, if you do not keep being responsible with it. A party to celebrate your activism, like that's just no. We're not doing that, sweetie. Not in 2020. We're not doing that. Okay. The fight isn't over. It is far from the fuck over. If yesterday's display was any indication, like the fight is not over. So that's all I really have to say on that episode. It wasn't really a lot going on. I think Cynthia was talking about her COVID ass wedding and just making a big deal. I will say that Kenya, girl, you was being a very hype, very passionate, doing a lot. Like, it was like, girl, calm down. I'm just like, Kenya would be the kind of friend that I would come, like, she would be the very last friend that I come to about anything or any kind of advice or information about anything, because she just get too passionate about things. And like, you yelling and shit, like, I was sitting down and be like, girl, shut your ass the fuck up, bitch. This is my fucking wedding. Like, goddamn, like, you more hyped than I am. Calm it down, simmer it down, girl. And I get it, like, you supportive and all this other shit, but like, Kenya, calm down. God damn. And I do feel like not enough of y'all had Cynthia's back in this moment. And I feel like so many women on this show have his back because they're all internalizing this and thinking like, I wish I had a man that was this excited to marry me. So Cynthia, bitch, you ought to be fucking grateful that somebody want to marry you this much, and who is like pressuring you to marry you as soon as he can. Like, I don't know. It's just a lot for me. And Kenya going through her own shit with her own marriage. You already know that whenever Kenya is going through anything, she will take her misery out on the next bitch. And Cynthia, girl, you feeling like the next bitch at this point. So please be careful when it comes to Kenya. Kenya, and don't get me wrong, I love Kenya, but Kenya has her ways, and you need to learn how to navigate around them. Certain things I just would not bring up to Kenya because she is just too much. And she's going through her own thing right now. She don't need to be inserting her opinions onto anybody else because I feel like her opinions are a little askew. Was Kandi going through anything? No. Drew? Oh, there was something that happened with Drew. What happened? Okay, so Drew and her creepy killer ass husband went to therapy. Drew, what part of your husband is like a sociopath do you not understand? Like, there is something really wrong with this man. You sitting there breaking down, crying, he laughing and like patronizing you and giving you like this weird eye, and like he just blinked real shifty. Something is really off about this man, and I'm not about to keep, like, actually I think that I am. I think that I'm gonna keep my foot on y'all's neck this entire season because, girl, I don't want nobody to get a divorce. Yes, I do. Because some people, I'm not even gonna sit here in front like I'm one of those people who would not advocate for somebody to get divorced. I'm advocating for y'all's divorce because I want to see you be happy for real, and I want to see you thrive and be successful. Dust to your nigga, because it is something wrong with him. And I wouldn't say this shit if like I didn't really feel this in my gut. And this man has only been on my screen for maybe like 45 minutes, period. This man, not every nigga is worth keeping. You met this nigga, married him 6 months later. Y'all been together for 6 years. Who the fuck rah? Y'all made it work for 6 years. Throw in the towel. Find you a next nigga. Find you a and figure out a way to co-parent, because this situation that you are in, to me, like y'all, you say you've been going through this for 6 years. Y'all been in counseling and doing all this work for 6 years. It ain't working. Why do y'all want to make it to 12 years if this is how it's going to be? Like, I do not understand people who stay in situations that do not do them any good just to say that I'm in a relationship, or just say I'm keeping my family together. No, you're hurting your family, you're hurting your children by continuing on with the bullshit. Like, do you want your kid? And then, girl, my biggest problem with you is that you said that this nigga don't treat your son the same way that he treats y'all's children. Absolutely not. That is the first mistake. You will not be coming into my son's life treating him any differently than you do your other children. And then you also won't be passing down the scars of you, your daddy, your mama, and whatever y'all broke ass situation going on in y'all broken ass family on into this one. We about to figure this shit out now. And this is why I feel like straight people need to go to counseling before they have children. Like, y'all really need to stop having kids on accident at this point, because y'all really be ruining these kids' lives. Thinking that y'all can just fuck without condoms, have kids by accident, and not work out y'all bullshit. Please go to Ayanla therapy, somebody, Oprah, Dr. Phil, Dr. Mari, somebody, girl. Go somewhere and get y'all shit together, because yikes. This whole therapy session was a fucking mess. You keep asking for transparency, but what you really need to be asking for is just respect. And this nigga keep talking about you emasculating him. You're not fucking emasculating him, because you are asking him to let you know when you're going to be leaving town for 3 days and exactly where you're going. It's not unreasonable for any wife to want to know where her husband, and to require her husband to tell her where he is going when he is about to leave for 3 days. That's not unreasonable. And you're better than me, because I would have been calling every motherfucking the private eye detective, every motherfucker on the planet, bitch. I'd have called Carmen Sandiego. I'd have called Inspector Gadget, bitch. I'd have called That's a Raven. We'd have put on a goddamn super suit, bitch, and we'd have gone and found his ass in an Escalade, put up in a truck with some big guns, bitch. Who's the bitch? No. Yeah, this whole marriage is toxic. And sis, if y'all really cannot get this shit together, which I don't see any hope in his eyes. The only thing I see out of him is manipulation. And Funky Dineva said something a long time ago that has always stuck with me, is that apologies without change is manipulation. This nigga can apologize to you as much as he wants to, but until you see some change, that is manipulative. And he is not prepared to change. He is not going to change. You are going to keep going through this until you decide to get a divorce, or until you decide that you gonna boss the fuck up on his ass, because he is disrespecting you because you allow him to, because you sit there and you cry when you really ought to be digging up in that ass. He needs somebody to dig up in that ass. But he married you because you are the type of girl who to sit here and think that he is a prize or some shit, and it will take all this on and go to counseling and cry through it, and he can do what the fuck he want to do. Manipulate your motherfucking ass and have you looking stupid on TV. I'm so sorry that, like, I'm so just crunk about this situation, but sis, like, I'm really saying this. Hopefully this gets to you, because, child, I really want you out of this situation. I want you out. Is that it? LaToya. LaToya. Okay, so here's the thing about LaToya. LaToya is LaToya is the kind of girl that just says whatever is on her mind. And not in those like kind of cute and like funny kind of ways. She says those things that are cringy and has no problem with it. And I don't believe that is an act because I know people like her. I don't think that's a front. Like, that is her personality. She is refreshing and she is fun to watch on TV. A lot of people are giving her a lot of shit, but she's bringing a new type of energy onto the screen, and I'm here for it. So, I mean, that's all I got to really say. The Fallon girl didn't really give me too much. She's cute. She got money. Yay. Hoorah for her. And the Joy girl, also cute. Don't know much about her. That's it. And from there, I mean, I think that's it. So, please, guys, make sure you are liking, sharing, and subscribing. Make sure you're telling your friend. And if you agree or disagree with anything that I've said, make sure you drop down in the comments and let me know. But before you leave, make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right? Toodles. All right. Yeah, that's it, guys. Toodles.